Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Indianapolis Colts. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 89 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that, too.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
The pass.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Saints first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down in distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think of, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from start.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offense.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. After one, it's 9-0.
with the score, Colts 9, Saints nothing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they... do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Saints, first down.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side, Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great effort there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for it. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. You can count his carries on 1 finger. They've only given him the rock 1 time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. And they give this time to the tailback. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They're going to try to jet sweep on 3rd and long. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action. Love to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And that one will fall incomplete.
At the 25-yard
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
37, Saints 3.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we've reached half. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Saints 3.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This one fielded at the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So here are the Colts to take over. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground.
The ball carried by
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
That's good.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
6-yard line.
Love from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 46-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Going for the deep ball. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Working out of the gun. Love. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. And they give this time to the tailback. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 1st down, Love to pass. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Colts have got it on cruise control.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
A quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
57's the line. 57's the line. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
Saints first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now in Indianapolis.
Saints.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
57's the mic. Mark 57. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, check Mike 57.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
A loss of 4 yards.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They run, Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 19 yards away. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
The 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And this offense is running away with this one. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
57's the line. 57's the line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 30, past the 20, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more.
We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that.
There he goes left side. He's at the 40. 20,
Take
10,
off your helmet and give me a kiss.
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
2nd and 1. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Contreras. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
New Orleans.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the Colts' 23-yard line.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
57 the line.
They'll look to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
9-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Saints, 27.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Push him back. Push him back.
Play action this time with Love. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Sets up a first down and goal.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
A
big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.